Greetings, humans. I'm Andy, and I'm George, and this is Couscous. And welcome back to the Windmill full of corpses. Right, so, Reign of Infinite. I find the word rain annoying because it sounds the same as rain. Yeah, rain sounds like rain, who would have thought? Yeah, you can never tell them apart. If I say rain now and rain now, do you know which rain was which? No, you don't. The English language makes no sense. Fortunately, you have very intense thrash metal to cope with that. Yes. And Reign of Infinite will help you cope with the fact that rain and rain sound the same but aren't spelled the same, because it's very, very intense and you can let loose a lot of heavy emotion through it. Yes. That's what's happening. And it's the second single from Cryptosis' upcoming album, Celestial Death, and we're gonna listen to it. And wait, no. And the map rolls, let's go. And apparently the video is on Coruscant. Live for the drum transition.
My
Nice. I think I enjoyed this better than the previous one. Yeah. It had cooler melodies, more attack, and power chords. The other one didn't have power chords? I don't know. They weren't as apparent, at least. Wow. Okay. So, I think a lot of the points we made in the reaction to their previous single still hold. Mm-hmm. The songs feel more self-contained. The orchestra is more integrated. But I did feel like this one was a bit more dynamic. Yeah. The previous felt a bit more droning. This one had more changes. It had some changes in tempo. It had like more orchestral parts. That whole bridge section really took you for a loop. I like that they have the cult of couscous on camera. Yeah. Because everyone was bowing to the skull. Yeah. We would be nowhere without you. Yes. So that feels that we're very proud of that shout out. We weren't thinking that we're gonna see, our fellow prop resident, shouted out in the video. That was nice. Even though theirs is yellow and ours isn't. The orchestra layers, not the choir stuff, the more sound designy stuff, give me Children of Bodom. Is that just me? I don't know enough Children of Bodom to comment. No comment. I mean, if you know Children of Bodom, you know how the keyboard sounds in Children of Bodom. Yeah, but it doesn't have quite the same attack and flash, but it has a similar vibe, I feel. Yeah, but when it comes to keyboard in Children of Bodom, I'm mostly bothered to remember the solos. Mm-hmm. And there were no keyboard solos here because there are no keyboardists. Again, I live for the drum transitions. I feel like the only time everything else in the song decides to shut up is when the drums really need to do a quick flash, and that's really well accentuated and pointed out. Yeah. And gives such a cool attack. And then there's, what was I gonna say next? I lost my thought. Do you have a thought? Yes. On the drums, I think in the bridge at some point, I think my bro was doing an interrupted gravity blast. Your bro? Yeah. You mean him? Yeah. Because I'm your bro too, and I wasn't doing an interrupted. I'll pick him! Yeah. Like, I don't do gravity blasts. Like, I don't know. It was just, either he was doing a gravity blast or he was doing that thing where you hit it once and then you just let the stick sort of bounce. Mm-hmm. But you just have this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That was like really fast. And I really would have wanted a shot on the drums to see what's going on there because I like blast beats and all their variations. I have no idea if you know what you're talking about. I'm just gonna put that disclaimer out there in case everything you're saying is wrong. I don't know if I know what I'm talking about either. That's why I'm saying I wanted a shot of that to see what he's doing there. It sounded so cool. Okay, I got my thought back. Give me your thought. Really cool dynamic in the verses. Mm-hmm. Vocal line, and as the vocal line concludes, the choir comes in. Yeah. And then the choir dips out and the vocal line comes in again. So that there's that really cool interplay of choir and lead vocals happening in there that never lets the song just fade down to just riffs. Right? Yeah. So it stays full all the way through. Yeah. Yeah. And then they have some people with, the things that don't let them see on their faces. I guess they're sleepy or something. And they want to go to bed and they don't want the sun to wake them up. It is a symbol to show how the population is blinded by deathly gold. I'd rather take just blindfolds for a peaceful sleep out of that. Yeah, fair enough. I prefer that interpretation. It's less heavy. Also, why was couscous floating at one point? And I don't think, I have no idea. Skulls can grow the wisdom to levitate, I suppose. Or maybe he belonged to a Jedi, or maybe he's like the skull of a past Jedi master and has superpowers or whatever. It evolved. Yeah, it evolved, like a Pokemon. One more thing, the riffing on the guitars. I realized just how much this band sounds metal just because of the energy of their playing, because the vocals aren't low-pitched, the guitars don't really play low-pitched, a lot of it is like mid-register and tremolo picking high up on the guitar, and then the bass goes up too a lot. Yeah. So they don't really have much of a low frequency to really sink into to bring the low end forward, but it still feels intense, right? Well, I think thrash often does that a lot more of its intensity comes from the attack than from the beef. Yes. So the only thing that's really low is the double bass on the drums. That's why we listen to deathcore for the beef. Those fellas go low. Yeah. And slow. And these fellas go high and fast. Yeah. Like you do when you're on speed. Depends what sort of brain you have. It does? I think so. Not everyone responds the same to drugs. I wouldn't know. I haven't tried speed. Me neither. Kids stay in school, don't do drugs. Yeah. The only speed you need is Need for Speed. Okay? Computer games. That's it. And don't try it out on the real road. Yeah, don't. Always wear your seatbelt, like the games say. Yes.
Always use your seatbelts and wear your seatbelt.
Always wear your seatbelt.
That was a foray into nostalgia.
Where did this go?
Are we done here?
No.
So if you enjoyed this reaction, we'd greatly appreciate the likes and shares. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells on. Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon. Corpse is out.